Today I'm going to be painting these magical winter baubles. So one thing to note, I mentioned using a completely different colour in this painting that I didn't use at all, and this was meant to be an ink illustration, but it ended up being not important. Okay. Get that out of the way. Right. Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be doing some Christmas card bauble ideas with ink, watercolour, and definitely some splashes of gold and sparkly stuff. So also, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's raining a lot today. It's been raining all day and it's probably looking like it's going to rain all evening as well. So if you can hear that, yeah, it's rain. And I think I'm going to probably record another video after this as well. So yeah, anyway, so I have a roll of double-sided tape, and I'm just going to draw circles with my ink with my fountain pen. I was going to use my obviously my circle template, but the problem was the circles weren't big enough, so that's my card. It was difficult finding something I could draw around. So let's go ahead. I know it looks weird, but obviously when I do the ink trick, the water makes the ink spread anyway, so the circle won't be accurate. Yeah, and it definitely won't be accurate now. So I could already add that, but maybe not. Okay. Let me grab my paintbrushes. These, I've been using these for a few days and they've become my favourite paintbrushes, and as you can see, they're, you know, the price, and also they're for kids craft stuff. They're like for beginners, it says at the top. Yeah, kids beginners round detail set, pack of 6, and I really like them. So right, okay, maybe I could do in this video, maybe I could do more than one page, because there's a quinacridone rose in this set, this colour here, that I really like, that would look great with some gold. Okay, let me grab a watercolour set that I want to use. Let me find. Oops. Hang on a minute. Okay. Right. Okay. Sorry, I was having a moment where I thought, I was thinking really hard. So I like this blue. It's so pretty. I want to say, I don't know how to pronounce that. I think I know how to pronounce that, but I'm not going to say it. I'm going to grab some of the I have to say it, don't I? Phyllo blue? Phyllo blue? I don't think it's Phyllo blue, I think it's phyllo blue. Anyway, so I'm going to grab that blue. Then I'm going to research how to actually say it. And I'm going to grab Payne's Grey, just a little bit, just to darken it up. Okay, didn't expect that. It kind of has such a similar tone, you can't really tell that the ink is doing anything. Okay, I didn't expect that. Darker, darker colour. Okay. So this is loose, obviously. Most of my paintings are quite loose anyway, as I found out I really like that style and technique. So there we go, that's a bit more how I was expecting it to look. Pull that down. Okay. So let's add more of the blue. It's grey. Okay. At the moment, they look like bubbles. That wasn't the plan. They're not supposed to look like bubbles. They're supposed to look like baubles. Sounds similar, but don't mean the same thing. In this context, I don't mean the same thing. Okay. How does that look on the camera? I'm sorry if you hear me or if I move it. Oh, interesting. That looks, that's interesting. Okay, so this one here is obviously a lot more wet than this one. So pull it down a little, pull it up a little. Okay. Now I might have to let that dry before I can start messing around with gold and maybe some patterns. Because if I add little flicks, I'm pretty sure it will kind of just, yeah, in the wet and, yeah, okay, so I'll let it dry. Okay, so this is how it looks dry. I forced it dry for hairdryer. This bit here was a mistake where it kind of spilt, but I think I can work around that. So I'm going to add a lot more Payne's Grey because I had an idea. That's almost black. Although I do have lamp black there, so maybe I should just use it. But I still want a blue tone rather than just lamp black, so okay. Ooh, I hope this idea works. Kind of like worked in my mind a little bit. More Payne's Grey. What was that? Blue. More Payne's Grey. Just do the same thing, just go around the baubles. At this point, I'm just sort of experimenting with this. The idea came in my head, so I'm just playing around with it at the moment. So what I'm just cleaning off my brush, touching a bit of the mix that I made. How does that look? I don't know. And here as well. Okay. Same thing again, just going round. Ooh, see, I like that. It's quite messy, but I'm enjoying it. Now I've got those bits, these bits damp. See if I can do another layer of going around the baubles and see if it will spread out a bit. Okay, the only problem is going around this one, I've made the bauble have a funny shape. It looks quite funny. And it spread out as much as I thought it would. Try and manipulate it a little bit. But, okay. I'm trying to pull it out a little bit because this is really quite dark and I think I'd like it a little bit more. A little bit more blended out. Sorry, I lost my train of thought again. I was trying to... Okay. I think I should probably stop touching that, to be honest. I'm still a little bit annoyed because obviously the way I've done it, it's gone like wibbly. Like that. Did that help? Probably not. They probably look more like bubbles now. Okay, so I'm going to blow this with a hairdryer and then we'll see where we are. Okay, so I am... Oh dear. So I am beating up my sketchbook is what I'm doing. Nope, that wasn't what I was meant to do. So I got two detail brushes here. Well, there's actually 3, but I thought I'd only need these 2. So this one, maybe for trying to do that. No, and this may be doing... I don't know whether, like, I don't know if I can do the gold neat enough to go actually around the bauble, so I don't know whether I'll actually do that. So, but I have soaked my metallic watercolours in advance. Okay. Okay, it's gonna... Okay, if I just... I won't use this brush yet. Okay. Oh, nice. Now I've been using these so far just for doing like splatters and accents to stuff, so I don't know how they work when I kind of do a whole area with them. And normally I use my metallics just to... I normally use my metallics to add accents. I don't think I've ever done like a painting where I've needed to do a whole section of gold. And when I have done a section of gold, it's normally ink that I use rather than watercolour. to. All right. And there's white paint on my arm. Ink, sorry. Oh dear. Oh, whoops. I know I had a tissue, a paper towel ready. Oh, it might be this one. And get a really thin line like I wanted to. Yeah. It's not the end of the world. It's fine. I could always go back and maybe. Problem is, when I'm not recording for a video, I actually draw and write at an angle like this. So I will be normally it's more like this actually, and I'll be sketching and I'll write. I don't know why, it's something I've always done, which also means I can write in a weird line. So let's do this. Oh, same again. My chair is creaking, if you can hear that. See if I can get this thinner than I did that one. That one's really thick. See if I can. That's better. That's kind of what I wanted to do for the first one, but adding more paint won't help, it'll make it worse. Oh. Okay. Let's move it there a little bit. I'm going to put this brush back in its holder, its home. I really like these brushes, so each time I'm done, I'm remembering to put them back in here. Otherwise, I have a habit of putting them in my jar, I forget about it, and then obviously I end up with, you know, paint brushes like this. Like, where is it actually? I ended up with them like that. Or, that happens a lot. Where's my other one? I really like this brush. Although that's not too bad compared to the other one. But I wanted to make a mental note to remember to put these somewhere. Well, that definitely won't happen. Okay. Now what I was thinking of doing is just doing like that. Not going around the whole thing, but just little sections of the bauble. Maybe where it's the darkest, where I've done the background, just because it might stand out more. Ooh. That wasn't a straight round, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. Oh man. I quite like that actually, the thicker one. Okay, so I was going to do patterns in the baubles with gold, but I'm going to skip that because I like this a bit more. Okay, so I am going to so I saw somebody and they did just with their finger. It doesn't do anything. Am I doing this wrong? When somebody, you know, instead of, I do it this way, like that, or obviously you can, oh, I don't think about this. I think it's this way as well. But I saw somebody literally just do it like this. Nope, never mind. It's fine. Oh, I like how that looks. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of it because when I started doing the ink part, I thought I might have to like rethink what my plan was, which I kind of did. So I don't think when I come to upload this, I don't think I'll bother putting like ink in the title. I might also like leave a little note in the video that obviously says, you know, because at the start I said, oh, I'm going to do this with my fountain pen, and like it became not an important part. See if I can get some bigger. That's fine. Right, okay. So put them away. Get where did I put it? Oh, I have been using my wire brush from, oh, I've left it in the other room. Never mind. We'll just use this, it's fine. It'll work the same. It's just I've been, I think I've mentioned it a couple of times, I just like using the wire brush because it was from a cheap set. And it's a good use for it, just being able to use it as a splatter brush. Let me try that technique again. Get my pencil. I'll remember that because sometimes, like, I don't know if you can see, but when I splattered just with my hand, you can see here there's a very thin line, and up here where it kind of flings like that direction. So I shall remember. This is a much more precise way of doing it. There as well. Now, don't know if I need them, but I can always do a highlight. Okay, so I think that is pretty much all I can do with this. I think if I did anything else, it would probably overcrowd it. I'm just putting brushes back. Okay, so very nice and shiny. I did get some shininess on the other side as well, on my other painting. Give a nice close up. Okay, so thank you all so much for watching. Okay, have a good day. Have a good day. Bye.